Hi, St. Mary's friends. It's Amelia here, and today is the 5th Sunday of Lent. I'm going to ask you a question. Do you remember how many weeks in Lent there are? That's right, there's 6. There's 6, so we're getting very close to the end of Lent. Now, at your houses, you've been getting things from us to help you observe Lent, to follow along in the season of Lent. And I want you to know this. If you have gotten off track with your Lenten calendar, or if you haven't done all the tabletop cards that have come home, that's okay. You can start wherever you are in Lent. It's never too late to start. Today's story that I have is about Jesus and the disciples, and there are 2 important words I want you to listen for: serve and follow. Serve and follow. Some people wanted to see Jesus. The disciples showed these people where Jesus was teaching. When a seed is planted in the ground, it dies, so a new plant can grow with many more seeds on it, Jesus said. Why was Jesus talking about seeds? He explained. It's time for God's promise to come true. I will die and come alive again. Many people will serve and follow me. The people asked Jesus how they could serve him. Follow me, said Jesus. I will show you how to help and care for others. Just then a voice as loud as thunder said, "It is time for me to keep my promise." Jesus told the people it was God speaking. God says it's time to follow me. After Jesus finished teaching, some people began serving and helping others. They were following Jesus. So this is a story about how Jesus asks us to serve and follow, to serve others in his name by showing them love, and to follow him, to follow his example, to follow his teachings, even when it's not particularly easy to follow him. Because sometimes following Jesus means we have to make some hard choices, things that we have to struggle with, or things that may seem different to other people. But serving and following is what we are asked to do. Now, today's story that I have for you today, you may know because it's a really popular book. Do you guys know the story of owl babies? If you don't, you're going to love it. And if you do, it's always fun to hear it again. This is the story of Sarah and Percy and Bill. They are 3 owl babies who wake up to find that their mama is gone in the night. And it is a story about how they have to learn to trust in their owl mama and what that means. So at the end of the story, I'll be back with you and we'll talk about it for just a little bit.
Owl Babies, written by Martin Waddell and illustrated by Patrick Benson. Once there were 3 baby owls, Sarah and Percy and Bill. They lived in a hole in the trunk of a tree with their owl mother. The hole had twigs and leaves and owl feathers in it. It was their house. One night they woke up and their owl mother was gone. "Where's Mommy?" asked Sarah. "Oh my goodness," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. The baby owls thought. All owls think a lot. "I think she's gone hunting," said Sarah. "To get us our food," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. But their owl mother didn't come. The baby owls came out of their house and they sat on the tree and waited. A big branch for Sarah, a small branch for Percy, and an old piece of ivy for Bill. "She'll be back," said Sarah. "Back soon," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. It was dark in the woods and they had to be brave, for things moved all around them. "She'll bring us mice and things that are nice," said Sarah. "I suppose so," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. They sat and they thought. All owls think a lot. "I think we should all sit on my branch," said Sarah. And they did. all three together. "Suppose she got lost," said Sarah. "Or a fox got her," said Percy. "I want my mommy," said Bill. And the baby owls closed their owl eyes and wished their owl mother would come home. And she came. Soft and silent, she swooped through the trees to Sarah and Percy and Bill. "Mommy!" they cried, and they flapped and they danced and they bounced up and down on their branch. "What's all the fuss?" their owl mother asked. "You knew I'd come back." The baby owls thought. All owls think a lot. "I knew it," said Sarah. "And I knew it," said Percy. "I love my mommy," said Bill.
In this story, we hear about how Sarah and Percy and Bill's mom serves them. She goes out and she's finding food for them. She's serving her children. And Percy and Sarah and Bill, in turn, are following their mom. They trust that she is looking out for them. And even when it's a little hard and even when it gets a little scary that she's not there with them, they trust that she is looking out for them. It's a sweet, sweet story and one of my most favorite children's books. This week, as you go along, I want you to think about ways that you can serve others and ways that you can follow the people you know and trust who are guiding you to make good choices. So when you're thinking about how you could serve others, is there a way that you might be able to help your mom or your brother or your sister or somebody at school, for those of you who are back at school? And when you're thinking about following people, maybe think about how you could follow the example your teacher is setting for you, or following something that your mom or dad has asked you to do. Serving and following are important ways of being in this world. I hope you remember how very much you are loved. We sure do miss you here, and we are looking forward to the warmer weather and a chance to be together again soon.